Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys, I think one of the cooler videos that I've done lately. Like, we don't have buddies, we don't have like any kind of crazy mechanic. Battlegrounds is pretty vanilla right now. I know some people like that, but there's kind of a bit of a limit to the crazy crap that you can, encounter and play and whatnot when you're playing Battlegrounds right now. Nevertheless, that's what I'm looking for. So I play heroes that have really high maximum potential. I still play Tess a lot, Scabs a lot. Pretty bad heroes in this meta, but, the ceiling for the craziness is actually still pretty respectable for some of those. Another one that I like, in similar idea, is Master Win. It's the Master Nguyen, if you're, pronouncing the letters phonetically. It's the hero that gets a different hero power discovered from among the other heroes at the start of each turn. This is a hero that it can be pretty hard to succeed with because when it was released, it was one of, if not the strongest heroes, and that was still for the average players. The really good players that actually know how to play most heroes in the game, not just the best like 10 or 15, really did well with this hero. So what Blizzard did is they changed the chance that you get certain hero powers. Usually the really good ones became far more unlikely, basically, is what happened. So, this dude is, and never has been, particularly good since that nerf. Nevertheless, the peak is still really crazy, so I'm still playing tons of Master Win. And today I want to give you guys a strategy that had to do with the stat flips, so perhaps this is something you can try to execute if you're playing Vol'jin as well. I did mention in the previous week a few times you can actually play the CHROMA-ing strategy. CHROMA-ing is the dragon that doubles attack each time you level. Usually what happens is if you invest some stats in the early few tavern tiers, you can actually get the attack to a level that's kind of pointless. You can get it to like 1,000 attack. You don't need 1,000 attack to do anything in Battlegrounds. But having a stat flip effectively splitting the attack in two, if you like split it on 4 or 5 and then continue leveling, there's some really cool stuff you could do. And well, that's kind of the situation I ran into. If you can split those stats on another card, you kind of have, again, like half a build. And half a build, wow, that might be pretty good actually. So have a look, let me know what you think, and we'll see you next time. The outcry bandwagon for Diablo Immortal will fade away. Yeah, but not anytime soon. If you think that's happening soon, you're wrong about that. And I'll tell you why. There's a lot of copium Andes that are still playing the game, and reality hasn't set in until they get their ass destroyed in PvP or doing like the hell content at high level. We're gonna get like wave 2, which is gonna be like, I spent X amount of money on this game thinking it was good and whatever, and like it's actually bullshit, don't do it. Like a fucking, AA meeting. Oh, just wait for it, dude. That thing is like a few weeks away. It's just a few weeks away.
Let the tide rise.
Oh, shit. Okay. I was thinking that the Puppbot is a card he could buy, so I could freeze 2 on Puppbot and maybe get 1 from him.
Wash them all away. It's no use drowning in this feeling.
Demons. Demons 1, lost to Naga 1. Looks like he's staying on that tavern tier though. I want to say one more thing.
Your power rocks the sea.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll say it in a sec. Nice.
the start. A minnow in a stream.
Alright, that's good. Yeah, so when you have multiple things being thrown out in like social media and stuff, conflicting views on things, there's always going to be some people that believe one and some people that believe another. And this is not about politics, this is about Diablo Immortal. So one of the longtime Diablo Immortal developers. Oh shit, that's really fucking good. Just a second. They replied to Ziz because he made a video that got a lot of views. It was like top of our videos on Reddit and stuff. And Ziz was like, "This game's bullshit, pay to win." And the developer replied on Twitter saying that it's very important to the team that you can't buy some things like gear. Okay, so some people who are like copium Andes and, you know, playing the game thinking they'll be the best that ever was because they're so skillful and they don't need to pay for anything. They're gonna see that and they're gonna be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm gonna farm the fuck out of gear, and these whales, they're gonna be bad, and I'm just gonna destroy them with my amazing gear that I farmed." But like, that's, while that is not like what the developer said is not a lie. You can't directly buy gear, but you can directly buy gems, and stats on the gems, get this, multiply the fucking stats on your gear. Right? So, like, that is effectively not true. Like, yeah, okay, you can't buy, who gives a shit? If a guy's multiplying the stats on his gear by 5, it's irrelevant. It really is. Right? So yeah, there's going to be like a fairly long group of players who are going to, like, you know, have an overall positive perspective of the game. And again, the core game is pretty fun to play and all that, but I sincerely believe that most of them are going to hit a point that's going to be like a hard fucking realization of what they got themselves into.
You impress me.
Because the difference in paying versus not paying is, again, more extreme than any mobile game I have ever played. And I've played some pretty pay-to-win mobile games, just so we're on the same page here.
Victory was yours from the start.
+3, +3. Alright, fuck it. Okay. I think, realistically speaking, there's gonna be some dumb money-related mechanic in Diablo 4. I was on the copium train that there wouldn't be up until Immortal released. But I think the profit incentive for Blizzard is going to be too high. Like, Diablo 3 had the real money auction house. I think people were a bit open-minded about it because it was, like, very slightly ahead of its time. They're like, oh, okay, maybe. But it was not a good system for a game to have. They took the auction house down. And then after that, they made gear not tradable. Remember that? I tweeted about that yesterday. It's important because if you are designing a game and you think it's better to not have tradable gear, then you would just have not tradable gear. But no, gear was tradable because they had a real money auction house in it, of course. So again, you know, relevant things. Swap stats. Man, that's pretty spicy. Alright. I'll do that. You know what? Why don't we get a triple from it? Because if we get this to 12, we can still get that to 100 afterwards. Fine. Okay. Like we can like this 12 will go to 36 and then 112 if we go to Tavern 6, which well, I mean, we might. DH was a good idea, just not real money, and only some items should be BOE. Yes, I agree. But that was obviously not the scope behind it. The scope behind the real money auction house was for Blizzard to, you know, profits. So yeah, if Diablo 3 had that until they had legal issues and had to take it out, and then Diablo Immortal is what it is. Yeah, I think Diablo 4 is going to have some kind of pay for power system. I have no idea what it would be. It's probably not something they would tell people until the very late stages of the game about to be released. So a lot of the people getting hyped up for it are already on the hook. Ah, shit.
Back for more power, mortal.
The auction house was the best thing that happened to the Diablo 2 community. I disagree, and this is coming from someone who used D2JSP heavily. Like, I went into Diablo 3 having like 66 or 68,000 forum gold from my Diablo 2 adventures, right? So like, I'm about as much of a power user of the third-party trading community in Diablo 2 as you will see, and I don't agree with that statement. I think the auction house for Diablo 3 was fun for a few lulls, but overall was very bad for the health of the game. I think Diablo 3, the way that the game was set up, is actually best with items not being traded. I think the way they have it now is better. Now, is that the best way for a game to work? I would argue probably not, but, you know, Diablo 3 had a lot of issues, so they kind of just salvaged it in a way they thought would work. And honestly, I think they did do that more or less pretty well. The point I'm trying to make is, within the structure and framework of Diablo 3 as the game is how it is better to not have items being tradable. Nevertheless, they were tradable, which was, in my opinion, a bad game feature, you know, for the sake of monies. Damn. This is hard here.
Back for more power, mortal.
Fine. Oh, wait, I should be buying these 100%. That's free money.
A meager fee for me.
I lost the triple
As all
for it too.
return to the sea.
Fine.
I've got my permits.
Okay. Hold on a fucking second. Are they stable?
My shield for Argus.
Okay. Did I buy gold when I won the world first hardcore in D3? I did use forum gold to trade for items in hardcore as well. I do believe that I depleted my forum gold for most of the items I had on my first barbarian, which ended up dying in Act 3. So kind of, but ultimately not really.
I am not yet impressed.
Ah, shit.
Enough of a challenge for you.
Yeah, great. The thing is, that has taunt. It's pretty hard to utilize. Yeah, I guess.
Behemoth risen from the depths.
Alright. Wasn't Caligos the best? Takes too long to get dragons and start playing relevant battle cries. If I had more health, yeah, probably. The dragon has taunt because I wanted a little bit more health on it. Maybe not the best choice now. Why no Foe Reaper? Again, the attack is a little bit low. I don't know. Maybe against Drekthar, the Foe Reaper would have been pretty good. Winner! About the same rates as the last one. Just didn't land on the shitty part, I guess.
The tides were with you. My shield for Argus. Stronger than most. A shout to the heart.
I was actually gonna buy the Mithrax, but now that I'm looking at it, yeah, fuck it.
Prove yourself to me.
Oh, the 8 attack on the demon would have been permanent. You're right. Yeah, my bad, my bad.
The tides were with you. A mighty warrior.
Fish are friends, not food.
Make good use of this minion.
Try to wait that one out. Nah.
A wise purchase.
I see their end.
Missed 8 attack again. What do you mean? I mean, if I bought the other thing ahead of time, sure. What's this build called? Yeah. Of course. If I get a few, what is it, the Mantis Queen or whatever, for some poison action, I think we'll be alright.
The tides were with you.
Yeah, that one.
Fish are friends, not food.
Dual wield Leroy. Hey, did a better job in the voice actor. Easy. Next patch. Well, they said Diablo's here for a week. 1 week would be Wednesday, so I hope they were serious about that.
You impress me, mortal.
Oh, that's a win. Get good. Oh, Omo died of the ghost.
Impressive.
What the fuck? It says tie? Oh, that's gotta be a bug.
Yours to command.
Best build right here. Yeah, this Lyra's gonna get cleaved.
Victory rolls in with the tide.
Get wrecked! Scam alert! Thank you, Leroy. This stupid build. And the build was a fucking chroma wing. I split the stats 2 cards and just played a bunch of garbage. Done. I hate this build so much. Yeah.